All right, everybody, we are going to go see how the SBA is doing. All right, let's check it out. We're gonna go on a little journey as far as going out and filling out a new SBA EIDL loan. Here we go. Today is 7/12/2020. We're gonna click here. We go up here. We SBA.gov. We go into the yellow box and we'll click here. Then we are going to, look at that, right there, COVID-19 EIDL loan application. Well, let's apply. Let's see how it goes. You go into it. Brand new, streamlined loan disaster application. Here we go. Information order to loan officer under SBA Economic Disaster Loan Program to the qualified entitles listed application that are impacted by COVID-19, determining whether application eligible for economic injury loan. If you do not submit all the information requested, your loan cannot be fully processed. So let's see what they're asking for. Okay. You're relying on self-certifications contains this application is to verify the applicant is eligible entity and that the applicant providing self-certification under penalty, blah, blah, blah. Estimated time of completing this is 2 hours and 10 minutes. Although you may not need to complete all the parts, you're required to respond to this collection of information unless it displays currently valid OMB approval number. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're just going to go over the eligibility. This will be a quick eligibility video to see if you are eligible for it. Is the applicant a business? It has to choose one of these. Is the business with not more than 500 employees? Is the applicant an architectural enterprise with not more than 500 employees? Applicant is an individual who operates under a sole proprietorship or without employees or as independent contractor. Applicant is cooperative with not more than 500 employees. Applicant is an employee stock ownership plan ESOP as defined in such and such with not more than 500 employees. Applicant is a tribal small business concern as described in such and such with not more than 500 employees. Applicant is a business including an architectural cooperative, aquaculture enterprise, nursery, or producer cooperative, but excluding all other agricultural enterprises with more than 500 employees that is a small under SBA standard size, found at that website. Applicant is business with more than 500 employees is small under SBA size standards found on this website. Applicant is a private nonprofit organization and that is non-governmental agency or entity that currently has an effective ruling letter from the IRS granting exemptions under Section 501C or under the Internal Revenue Code of 1954 or satisfactory evidence of the state that the non-revenue producing organization or entity is a nonprofit one organized or doing business under state law. So these are all eligible entity verifications. You choose one of them. I'm going to choose sole proprietor. Where was that one at? Sole proprietorship or without employees or as independent contractor. I'm going to click that one. And then review and check all of the following. If you don't check all of the following of these, if you leave one empty, you are not qualified. So, applicant must review and check all the following. If applicant is unable to check the following, applicant is not eligible. So, I don't know. Does my finger do this? That means I can check them all. That means I'm eligible. No. Look at the questions. Applicant is not engaged in any illegal activity. I guess I could say that. No principal of the applicant with 50% or greater ownership interest is more than 60 days delinquent on child support obligations. I'm not delinquent on child support, and if you are, pay your child support and then come back and do it. Applicant does not present live performances of a prurient sexual nature or derive directly or indirectly more than de minimis gross revenue through sale of products, services, or presentation of any depictions or displays of a prurient sexual nature. I'm not a stripper, and if I'm not into a business that has any kind of sexual thingies happening, so If you're not either, you can click that. If you are, then you're not eligible. Applicant does not derive more than 1/3 gross revenue from legal gambling activities. I sure don't. Or I would have probably not been doing this. Well, yeah, maybe you would have to if you lost all your money gambling, but applicant is not in the business of lobbying. Nope. An applicant cannot be a state or local municipal government entity and cannot be a member of Congress. Click there. Oh, look, and the little blue light on the bottom lights up to continue. Bam. Let's go. Okay, here's what they're going to ask you for. Business name, trade name, social name, organization type, applicant nonprofit organization, is applicant franchise, gross revenues for the 12-month period prior to the date. So you'll have to have a 2019 tax form or some kind of proof of your business revenues for 12 months before. So last year, a full 2019 had to be a business. Cost of goods sold for 12 months. That means how much you made, rental properties, nonprofit or agricultural corporation for the month of the disaster, compensation of other sources received, and that should all be on your tax forms. If you can upload them a tax document or get your tax papers out while you're doing this, it would be so much easier. There is your primary business address and phone, faxes and emails, date your business was established, current ownership since, that would be the current ownership since would be it would have to be at least January of 2019. So you want to make sure you put in at least January 2019. Business activity, detailed business activity, number of employees. That number of employees is very important because that will, when the EIDL advance loan comes out, the advance, which is like the grant, is what they were calling it before. That's going to matter because when they put more money back in there, say you had 2 employees and you didn't get the grant beforehand, the advance loan, if you didn't get that prior to the stimulus check, first stimulus check, then you may just happen to see that as here it comes. It's coming your way. So that's as far as I can go with this right now because I don't want to bore you with all of the rest of the information, but that was the business information. Then we'll have the business owner's information, which will be you. Then the additional information and the summary, which I just want everybody to know this. Fill the application out. I've heard a lot of people getting online and saying, oh, it's over, everything's done. Fill it out, including the part with the employees down there, because that could be the next time the stimulus check passes, you should be able to get some money for that too. Your grant is what they were calling it, which is wrong word for it, but we'll use it for the sake of understanding purposes. Anyway, hopefully this encourages those out there instead of discourage, because I'm not here to discourage. I'm here to encourage you with the truth. Okay, well, if you have any questions, leave them down below. Like and subscribe. Thanks for coming.